The Amazing Spider-Man 2 at 0.25x speed and found 20 new details that you may or may not have seen before. Now I'll keep this video short for your convenience, so without any further ado, let's begin. Number 1. Early on in the film, Max Dillon has a birthday cake in his fridge that is white with green icing and yellow lightning bolts. This is a reference to the original Electro suit from the comics. Number 2. When Peter is getting changed and putting the Spider-Man suit in his cupboard, the costume colors change to match other Spider-Man outfits, including Miles Morales, where Peter's original blue color is intentionally made to appear more as the color black. And also, at one point his costume is looking more like the Scarlet Spider suit, with blue chest and red limbs. Number 3. Shailene Woodley filmed scenes as Mary Jane Watson before this character was cut from the film, but in 0.25x speed, she can be seen from behind during a shot inside a cafe, just as Rhino prepares his attack. Number 4. Just before the final battle against Electro, Spider-Man climbs up his own web to increase his speed. Number 5. When Harry goes to the special storage lab at Oscorp, there in the background we can see a display case of an exoskeleton with 4 arms. This foreshadowed the arrival of Dr. Octopus that never happened. Number 6. When Harry accessed his father's archive, you can see the file names Ravencroft, Dr. Connors, Dr. Morbius, and Venom Storage 7U. Now Ravencroft is the asylum seen later in this film. Dr. Connors is the Lizard from the first Amazing Spider-Man film. Dr. Michael Morbius is a Spider-Man villain with vampire-like abilities, and we all know who Venom is. All these villains were intended to join the Sinister Six that sadly never took place. Number 7. When Spider-Man tells Harry to let Gwen Stacy go, the background behind Harry shows the moon and the cloud, which resembles Mysterio because the moon is his helmet and the cloud is Mysterio's cape. Number 8. When Gwen Stacy dies, the clock tower's hand spins rapidly, landing on 121. Now Gwen Stacy in the comics was killed in The Amazing Spider-Man number 121. And if you pay attention to the runtime of this film, the moment Gwen Stacy dies, the movie is exactly at 2 hours, 1 minute and 21 seconds. Number 9. After Spider-Man's first battle with Electro, a reporter was taking an interview of 2 bystanders. They speculate that Spider-Man defeated Electro by wearing a rubberized neoprene suit.
How do you think Spider-Man did it? How do you think he beat this creature?
Yeah, it's got to be rubberized. Spidey's suit, that's why he didn't get electrocuted. Probably some kind of neoprene.
Now this is exactly how Spider-Man first defeated Electro in the comics, by wearing a suit made of rubber and neoprene. Number 10. During the final battle at the Oscorp power grid, after being knocked down by Electro, Spider-Man looks behind him to his left, directly at a Spider-Man logo painted on the wall. This logo can be seen again just a few seconds later. Number 11. The strap of Peter's camera has the same pattern as Spider-Man's mask. Number 12. After Harry gives the entire power grid to Electro, Electro then disappears into the electric socket. But notice the last ray of electricity closes the lid of the socket. Number 13. Peter was going through some of the pictures of Gwen. Now this particular photo of Emma Stone was taken behind the scenes of filming Captain Stacy's funeral in the previous Amazing Spider-Man movie. Number 14. This Harry sucks at skipping stones, I mean.
Nice arm. It's just the wrist, it's just all in the wrist, buddy.
This is because the first symptom of his goblin disease is twitching hands, causing him to not be able to keep his hands straight. Number 15. When Spider-Man ties Gwen's hand to the cop's car hood with a web and swings away, Gwen yells Peter and covers her mouth with her hand.
Shut the thing. Sorry, I love you, don't hate me.
This was a genuine mistake by Emma Stone, who was supposed to say Spider-Man instead of Peter, and covering her mouth at the mistake was the genuine reaction of the actress, not the character. However, director Mark Webb called it a happy accident and left it in because it was so well performed that it did not break character. Number 16. In a flashback sequence, Peter is seen speaking to Captain Stacy, aka Gwen's father, as he is dying. In this flashback, Peter speaks to him without his mask, and he tells Peter to keep Gwen out of it.
Leave Gwen out of it.
But in the original comics, Captain Stacy speaks to Peter while he's still wearing his mask. He says, "Take care of our boy," implying he knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man all along. Number 17. The theme from Spider-Man 1967 is played repeatedly as Peter's cell phone ringtone. And Peter also whistles the theme when stripping Alexei Savage, aka the Rhino.
This is not end, Spider!
Number 18. When Alexei is first defeated by Spider-Man, he still hadn't become the Rhino, but his underpants featured a rhinoceros graphic, foreshadowing his appearance as the Rhino at the end of the film. Number 19. The end credits tease at the cancelled spin-off film Sinister Six. The credit shows schematics of Dr. Octavius' tentacles, Rhino's armor, Vulture's wings, Kraven's logo, Green Goblin's glider, and Mysterio's mask. Number 20. Towards the end of the film, Gwen Stacy wears a mint-colored coat and a purple skirt, very similar to what she was wearing when she died in the comics. And that's it. That's pretty much all I found after watching the amazing Spider-Man 2 at